Traders, how are you? Hope everyone having a great day. Hey, quickly wanted to bring you a closing market recap video and want to walk you through how we did today in the playbook trading community. I want to walk you through what happens in or what's been happening in playbook traders community and give you a sneak preview and invite you guys to come and join us on Slack collaboration. Next week, we're going to have an open house and free um, 1 week for everyone to come see us in action and how we trade. We're going to go live streaming on Amnovia. So what I want to walk you through is this. This is our Slack community here, as you can see right up here, and we have market video that we post right at the open that's available for everyone. We just started doing that, and then here my commentary, and usually that's the commentary that everyone get in our community. We'll talk about the futures are up, and here's I said I like to see a market come in and give a buy signal to validate strength. That is the best way to see if the market has strength. So with that said, if you take this out, and actually let me just change these charts to 5 and 15 for better. So right here, you have a 15 minutes buy setup right here, right up here. So if you take this buy setup, you got to put a stop right into this area right here, previous support. So I am big on marking support and resistance and where we should go. So right here will be your stop right here. So stop will help, but this double bottom and retest will sets up a really nice. And I'll show you some of the other things, some of the work that goes here as well. And then I put my stuff, Trader 521 put his stuff, and it's really the collaboration between all of us. But here are my gaps, and I want to walk you through how I trade. I have two tier one gaps, AN and ACAD, and these are the longs, and I'll show you how everything was traded and everything, the buy and sell signals to the perfect to the entry point. And I'm going to walk you through some of the trades today. We had an outstanding day today in our community, and it was just everything kind of one of the quite frankly it was really good. Everything we touched, we made money. And does it happen all the time? Absolutely not. Matter of fact, a couple of days ago, um, last week on Tuesday, um, felt like a couple of days ago, I was down about $1,000, closed down $1,000. So that's the game. And here's the stock twits, and how it looks on a stock twits. Even in stock twits, I give full AN long here. It's right around 10:13 a.m. market time at 45.90, and at that point it was trading at 45.90. So you get long here, couple cents, maybe a couple of cents, and then you all see what happened with AN. I mean, AN was wow. And then and I'll walk you through some of these trades today, but let's take a look at the market in a nutshell. The market's been in this range for last, let's just call it last 14 days. In right here, that's your 78-minute chart. So you start from here. It try to break out. I mean, we had obviously back in December, we had that V-shaped recovery. So right over here in December we had that V-shaped recovery. So, and I'm all for it for the V-shaped recovery. So, but we also had this June pullback, which was I thought was profound, because when I overlaid this with the weekly chart, and I love these weekly charts. The longer the time frame, the better that I like my chart. So this is your weekly chart. This is your December V-shaped recovery. That's the pullback. Now, I personally, I call the market long right here on the weekly chart, and we've been riding this. And frankly, what I told the group, hey, it's better to take the market long, because sometimes you got to do this. Market is behaving better than individual stock, and the returns will be more profound. And that's what we're seeing. And now you saw, some of the same recovery here as well. But it's really easy to say, you made money here. But I mean, who really, nobody made money. Maybe if a novice trader say, oh, look at the green bar, let's just get, yeah, let's get long. I mean, the very, very first opportunity for a long was right here above the 50 period moving average with overhanging 200 period moving average resistance. So true test of the market was right here when it tried to break down, came up, tried to break down, and then got long. I mean, this is the area where, this is the area to get long at 175. It's 20 points from here. So you draw your support and resistance here. So 175. So right over here. Now you got that pullback, and this right here. I mean, where are you going to get long, right? Right here, maybe? Now, this was the area to get long. But now the market is consolidating. Now, again, right here is a consolidation. I like this consolidation. The more we consolidate, the better. I like the market here. But the weekly chart tells us, hey, the trend is intact. Weekly chart tells us the trend intact. You got the hourly chart. You got the hourly chart, which is telling us, hey, you know what? We were about to test the new highs, and along the way, do we have a pull? Will we have a pullback? Sure, we might have some pullback, and that's fine. And when you look at the spies are the same. You're seeing the same thing in SPY. I love this consolidation. Moving averages are tightening up, so this is looking really good. IWM, a little bit behind. It's actually dragging the market a little bit. It's not new highs. It hasn't broken this area yet. So this might be the only caution in the market, the IWN. I do think the IWM will eventually lead the market higher. It could lead the market lower. So that will be my only indicator to watch how the market reacts here on the IWM, and obviously the diamonds are, diamonds are diamonds, but there's only 30 stocks. So, but I mean, I really don't look at the diamond as a key market indicator. So that's what we have. Market stays, I stay bullish in the market. There is there are only two things in the market, right? The market goes up, market goes down. Even in a consolidation mode, you have opportunities to make money depending where the consolidation is happening. If the consolidation happening below the 50-period moving average, that's the time that you want to stay away from the market. If it's consolidation above the 50-period moving average, then we'll look at the trend, longer term trend. This is right and intact. The trend is intact. That's your macro trend line. Macro trend line is intact. I mean, quite frankly, 200 period moving average is really nice macro trend line. So let's have a look. Some of the stocks that we've traded, and like I said, I will bring you those stocks in real time. The first stock we traded this morning was EDU. That was the first stock we traded this morning. So this was it's a nice little gap, EDU. It wasn't a, this is not, it's not a tier one like a AN type of gap, but the entry came before the AN. So in the morning I have 1, 2, and 5 minutes chart. That's what I trade on. So I'll walk you through the um, it was literally the entry where I typed as high of the day, low of the day. I mean, that's how fast. So this was the entry, a really, really nice consolidation. Often I call this a go pattern. I'm not the go pattern right here. So let me see if I can show you guys. Let's see. So it will be right here. It would be nice if I can, yeah. So right over here. Let me just get that real quick. Right here. Actually, I need to. All right, I'll figure out. I will figure out. So cancel this. So this is it right here. So right here. So this was the entry right here. It came at right at 106, and I put a stop at 105 and 104.80. So that's where the stop was. So we got about $1 stop. Boom, nice little pop here. This is where I signal we can add a little bit more, and then we got out right up here. So right up here we got out. So we got a nice three-point move on EDU. And then as you can see right here, I posted, and then there's another key takeaway here, I posted EDU long over 108 as it was setting up 108 at that point. It was, albeit on a 5 minutes chart a little bit later in the day, it was right up here. It was setting up over 108. So I wanted this to be taken out. This was never taken out. See right here, the high was 107.88. And here you can see even on stock twits, I put EDU 108 by stop 107 and no trigger, no entry, and we canceled the trade. Even in our Slack group, we canceled the trade. Next was AN. That's what we traded AN. AN was super, super nice. AN was this is a tier one gap. If you want to learn more about tier one gap, just sign up. And then there are really nice videos on how we trade. You got a first candle. I mean, this is so good that you can play as a 200-day period moving average. When I was going over the gap list with the group this morning, I told them you have a trading range all the way up to 200 period moving average on the weekly chart. So right here, the entry came right at 44.64. That's the second entry. The first really aggressive entry was 44.30, 44.30 by 43.60. I always give a little bit more room because obviously, I'm not going to give right there. So it's 43.70. I gave it a little bit more room. So you got about a 70-cent stop here, and then we add a little bit more. And quite frankly, I was out right up here about 46.80. That was the exit. So I missed some of the move, but I'm okay with that because that's, reach when it reached its objective, that's good. Then we had a second trade on AN, and we had two trades on AN, and the second trade came right here. So that's beautiful buy setup here on AN, and I'll show you right here. I posted on stock twits as well. Where is the so that's KO, and I am AN long 45.90. So you see that 45.90 by 45.40, 45.90 by 45.40. So you have your entry right up here, 45.90 by 45.40. Really nice play here on AN. And then KO, I just showed you guys saw KO. We traded KO. That also came a 5 minute chart. This was also a very nice pro gap. This is new highs. There's no resistance to the top. Long-term consolidation. You have two red bars. Is gapping over two red bar. And look at this. Look at this area right here on KO. I really want to show you guys the buy setup on KO. I mean, this is a dream. If you're a gap trader, take a clipping of this chart. If you have a tier one gap that gives you this type of a pullback, bottoming tail right here, your entry literally goes above this. 53.01 is a new high. So you put at 53.05, 53.10, give it a room, and your stop will be 52.76. So that will be a 35-cent stop. I mean, look at this thing. This thing just a monster move to 53.88. Really nice move. KO. Right up here as well. The KO. You'll see it if you check out the stock twits. You'll see all these trades. And then what I want to show you guys is this on how we collaborate right here. So right here, and we're talking about AN, and then right here we're talking about KO and how we trade it, see gapping over the red two bar, and then I'll talk about light and other stuff, right? But what I really want to talk about, here's what I talked about. Not easy market trade, but we pull something each and every day, albeit not all green, but mostly green. SPY has been in a range for the last 12 trading. That's just what we talked about. Then I talk about here 10 o'clock reversal time. Let's see if the market can reverse here. Also, here I am changing my chart, so we talk about this. But what I really would talk, I mean, ACAD, I will talk about this ACAD in a little bit. And then here's a message at 10:15 a.m. I'm only interested in relative strength stocks at the moment. Why? Have a look at the market. If market reverse, shorts will rally and longs will perk up even more. And then I posted my Qs chart right here, and EDU was where is my true was really good. First time today we're seeing follow through in the cues. First time it is taking out prior bar high with a follow through area, and this happened at 10:30, which is also a reversal time. So when you go back to cues, I mean this is all prediction. This is all the having a plan in place and really trading the plan. I've been doing that for the last 10 years. I mean, I don't deviate from it. I some you know most Sometimes it doesn't make money, but most of the time it makes money. If 60-70% of the time it can make me money, I'm happy with that. So that's your 10:30 reversal time. You got to follow through, bottoming tail, previous support, gap fill. I mean, all the boxes are checks. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's a long-term trend. It is a bullish pullback. You get long here, and quite frank, I mean, look at the market never really looks back here, and we already talked about that. So a lot of good trades. Stay bullish. Market looks very nice and stable. May consolidate here for a little bit, but stocks are really setting up here. Some of the stocks that I really like long, AXM. We made money. AXSM actually probably I'm looking to start a position right here, 25.80, and stop will be right here, 24.18. You can take a look at CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill. That is also really nice buy setup. I'm looking to play this higher, 767, and then it'll be a really tight stop here. So about $30 stop, but it is what it is. The CMG looks really good. Lululemon, that's also looks very good. I mean, look at this. These are all breakout stocks that I'm showing you with tons of potential here to move higher. Um, and then there is Payc that I want to talk about. That also looks really good, and that's pulling back and could potentially break out here. So some of these stocks are really good. And then your usuals like Facebooks of the world. That looks really good. Apple looks really good. Apple could go here. Your financials are starting to look really solid here. Goldman Sachs finally breaking out of this range. Now it breaking out this range. This is nice. It's up multiple green bars here, but daily looks really good. So these are the stocks. If you're interested in trading with us, come join us in our Slack community, and then next week we'll have a open house for everyone. Have a great rest of the evening, and we will get together tomorrow morning. Thanks.